like a video response to your threaded discussion postings. What I do is I read through your postings and try to pull out the main ideas and elaborate on those a little bit. And I hope you see by now that I like to let you lead the discussions, and then I like to read everything, again, pull out your main points, and then comment on what I found to be the most prevalent things in the conversation. So there are 4 main points that I'd like to talk about very briefly here. And if you have any extra questions about the threaded discussion, just get in contact with me directly. You can send me an email, call me, or post in the course questions discussion board. That's no problem at all. So the first thing that I noticed, and this came up a couple of times, but the one person who kind of really addressed this was Jackie Macklin, and she was talking about shy students and how she noted that the authors said that sometimes quiet students will participate more in an online classroom, and this is very true. A lot of times you'll get students who just are not comfortable in the regular face-to-face classroom. They either are intimidated by other students, or they're embarrassed that they're going to give a wrong answer, something like that, and you'll see that these students really blossom in the online classroom. And I've seen this before. I've seen students in both K-12 and higher ed who just for whatever reason just are very shy in the classroom, but you put them in the online setting and they get to put on that veil of anonymity behind the computer, and they just become alive and talk all the time. Sometimes some of the most shy students in the class become some of the most big talkers in an online classroom. So yes, definitely possible. The second one was from Polly DeLomo, and she had said, and this is very true also, that online learning isn't right for everybody. And Polly, you're exactly right. Online learning is not right for everyone. It's not right for every student, and more importantly, it's not right for every instructor. And I think it's important for both students and instructors to realize this very quickly, because the last thing you want as a student is an instructor who doesn't want to teach online but is forced to, or even worse, an instructor who doesn't know how to teach online. And that can be even worse than someone who doesn't want to do it. Someone who doesn't want to do it may have the skills to do it, but does it anyway just for a paycheck. Somebody who doesn't know how to teach online, that will just make for a very bad class. And same for students. If a student is not self-motivated, if a student is not ready to do the work on their own, if a student is not ready to take on extra responsibilities that typically fall in the classroom, it's going to be very difficult for them to succeed in an online class. And I think you're all seeing that right now, especially if this is your first online class. You're seeing that it's a little bit more work than a regular face-to-face class. The third one comes from Kelly Dujak. And she said, and this is very true also, that in the online classroom you kind of lack emotion. And that's true. All of you have gotten a text message or an email or something like that from someone, and you sat there wondering, what did that person really mean? Were they being serious when they said that? Were they trying to be funny? What really was going on there? And I think you can see that in an online classroom too, and you have to be very careful about that, because there isn't a lot of emotion expressed in words on the screen. And that's one of the reasons that I like to do these videos too, because then you can actually see my face, you can hear my voice, and you can get to see me a little bit as an instructor. And if we had the capability, I'd love for you to be able to do these videos too, so I could see you as the student. The fourth one is the archive and retrieval issues of an online course, and this was brought up by Robert Hashik, and he was pointing out that everything that you do in a course is archived forever and ever and ever. And this is essentially true, and something you need to be very careful of no matter where you are online. Anything that you do online is digitally stored forever. Forever. Doesn't matter if the web page has taken it down, there's a record of that somewhere. So you always want to be very mindful of the things that you post online, whether it be in an online classroom, on a blog, on a wiki, on a web page, wherever, YouTube, doesn't matter, because those things, as soon as you post them on the internet, they now exist in perpetuity forever and ever and ever and ever. So just be very careful about the things that you post online. You know, don't do anything online that you wouldn't want your mother to see. That's probably a good rule of thumb. So that's kind of my response to this week's threaded discussion. Overall, I thought you guys did great. The discussion was very good. It was very thorough. And if anything comes up in the next discussion that needs immediate attention, I will definitely jump in and do that. But otherwise, look for my video reply at the end of the week. And as always, if you have any questions, you need anything answered, you need more clarification, feel free to get in touch with me. Send me an email, give me a call, stop down and see me in Franklin, whatever you need. Talk to you later.